hard, my G. You the prize. As you what you said earlier is that you are the prize. The man is the prize. If so, then you don't. There's no obligation that you go that deep.
I know. Yeah, you're right. I know that now. That's why it's no tolerance.
Let's go through the actual receipts that you have right here in regards to a text conversation.
Now, this is the dude. This is a dude. He doesn't want his information being put out there, but I'm pissed at this dude too, because, bro, you're a simp. You're a simp, bro. You see me getting crucified over here, and you can speak upon my behalf to alleviate this whole matter, but you refuse to say so. Okay, if you have a situation going on, you're in a relationship, I understand, bro, but you could type something that you could have reached out to the blog, something. She on the internet. This is me sending him a text message the other day. She on the internet saying I'm crazy and I'm a stalker, bro. She was faithful to me, never cheated. I'm going viral on the internet for a balloon pop dating show. Remember the girl I was living with while I was waiting on my house to be ready? The Mexican girl that was cheating on me, texting you and shit. While I was staying with her, she lost her kid. This is
this is someone who she previously dated?
Yeah, she was dating and talking to him. I don't know if they was meeting up and fornicating, but she was sending him provocative pictures and messages, and she was doing all of it. That's him right there. Send me the link. I'll watch it. I won't participate or anything. I said, send me a text of what happened between us. Laugh my ass off. I forgot all about that stuff, to be honest. Not trying to be involved with any of that, though. Okay. Yep. Say less. Nigga, you weird.
Okay. And he said, Ninja, you the one asking me about a bitch. That's old work. Move on, LOL. She for everyone. Why are you still crying about it? Now, I will say this. I understand his response of saying, hey, I don't want to be involved. I do say that. I understand that. I understand what he's saying. But here was your response. Bro, she is trying to say I am stalking her and she was faithful. And I was keeping her from her family, all type of shit. All type of shit. And I need you to ban. She was texting, cheated on me, to just send a simple text saying what happened. Because I'm reading like this because it's all caps locks. Because I'm going viral all across the world, and you won't, and you know what the happened. Hell yeah, that's some weird ass. I don't give a about her. Okay, so she's for the streets. She's for everybody, and you wanted a bro's helping hand to provide additional information.
Hey, don't
as to say she's a thought rocket, a Super Saiyan, eggplant gobbler 9000.
Man,
and you wanted some backup from the bro, and when he wasn't gonna back you up, you said, bro, you weird.
Man, don't ever be like him. One thing about me is I'm gonna stand on business when it comes to righteousness. You know what I'm saying? If I know that man didn't do that, I'm gonna speak upon it, and whatever consequences, whatever come with it, bro, we just gonna have to weather the storm together. But I'm not just about to
coast is clear. Everything is fine. He's about to send it to me. All right. So over an hour later, over 2 hours later, no response. And I said to him just in the text message, what's the name of the place that fired you? Here was his response.
Pause. He said after an hour or two from no response, then I asked, what's the name of that place that fired you? Where's that message at? Where's that message after an hour or two that went by? Where's that message that you said that at? Come on now, man. That don't even make no sense. He did not say that. The last thing that was discussed on the phone was he was going to go to his platform or whatever. Oh, no, that may be the message afterwards. I might be going a little too far ahead.
It's all good. We got to understand this is a blind reaction. So it's not like you've had time to look over this. I was going to correct you and say, like, hey, I think he's referring to this one. But no, I get what you're saying. So this is in fact the message. This is the message he's referring to. He's saying that 2 hours after the call, so he called you at 8:45, and then at 10:58, he reached back out to you and asked what was the name of the place you're fired, and it seems like you responded to it. So we're gonna play it and see what you responded. All right.
Apparently, he changed his tune out of nowhere. I wonder why. I'm not doing nothing until I talk to my attorney. I told you that already. And this was the point of the conversation that I took a step back. I looked at the DM message and I said to myself, I might have been bamboozled. Although I had enough discernment not to donate, and I did not do enough research into his claims to give him a platform to speak about any damn thing. And
Okay, so I want to ask this because I don't know what was in that audio call. in the audio call, did you at any point tell him you were going to give the information after you spoke to an attorney?
No.
Okay. So at any point,
And like I said, when I did the first interview with him, I said that Friday, I said, give me a couple days, to figure. It's just the weekend just went by. It's day one, Monday. Let me figure this out. Let me consult an attorney, see what I can conceal. See what I have to conceal and see what I can reveal. I don't know if these companies can come back and sue me. I don't know what kind of repercussions I may face. Does he care about that? No.
Okay.
So automatically, right? Because I tell you, I need to consult an attorney for my best interest, something that's not in your best interest, that automatically means I'm a scammer. I scammed everyone. Come on, man.
Let's get back to it.
I own it. I take accountability for that. No excuses. Okay. Well, I wish you the best, I said. My credibility is now in question because of lack of proof / receipts. I'm gonna go live in the next couple hours to discuss this with my audience. Take care. You like that message? You just worried about making content, not worried about the consequences I may face. You may face. What are you talking about? What consequences? Besides that you lied. Potentially, allegedly. I mean, I really don't know at this point. All you gotta do is provide the receipts, baby. That's it. This whole shit would just go away. You get
pause. Do you see again? All you got to do is provide the receipts. That's all we need. That's all we need. That's all you care about. That's all you care about is it benefiting you, not about what if this man loses everything moving forward? What if this company does happen to sue him? What if he is telling the truth and this company does sue him and this motherfucker, since he's a Ninja Turtle, he does have to sleep in the sewer? Are you going to come and rescue me? No, you guys are going to be laughing, talking about me, talking about now he's homeless. Now he doesn't have anything. Come on, man. That's not cool, bro. You sitting on here lying to these people, trying to paint me out to be a scammer just because I don't know. I'm ignorant of the law. I do.
She was going to do additional work to understand the validity of his claims. And I want to play for you that conversation that I had with her right now. All right, so I got the queen of accountability here who's done.
I don't care if I lose everything I own. If I know it's to be right, I'm going to stand on it, bro. You reneging like we playing spades, bro. You reneging. You in 24 hours, you singing a complete different tune just because people disapprove of what you said. But for you to be a mentor, for you to be an influencer, for you to be a content creator, you should keep continuing to put out your message and, not care who leaves your platform, who unsubscribes. Because if my message changes the lives of one person, hey man, I did my job. I did some justice in my eyes, regardless of what they say, regardless of what they paint me out to be. My words have affected content, and I do want to create content now. Now with the humanitarian work, now we're going to show the receipts. Now I have been posting on the Nextdoor app, marketing myself to do free services.
So go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead, do your thing.
Now this is me on the Nextdoor app. I am one of few licensed journeyman plumbers trying to provide free plumbing services. Again, this was 16 weeks ago for Army veterans and those that are disabled on a discretionary case-by-case evaluation and reduced pricing, saving homeowners thousands. And these contractors think I'm stupid and I don't know the law. They're trying to get me in trouble for a good deed. I just hate how a company I was working for would charge elderly people thousands for a simple task. So I decided to use my skills to help those in need. I am trying to provide a service so I can get my master plumber license and become a contractor too. But of course, they don't want to see that happen. It's hard enough being a black man in this trade, but this is disgusting. How greedy can you possibly be? These contractors, owners of these companies make $30,000 a day plus at a bare minimum, and that's a slow day. It's just ridiculous, but you won't stop me. I'm too smart. I'm going to keep doing good deeds no matter how many times you try to stop me. There goes 24 likes. Okay, now let's continue on. I don't do any humanitarian work, allegedly. My buddy and I are both licensed journeyman plumbers. We got some type of error right there in the mirror. I don't know why that white bar is there, but you can see low income, fixed income housing, disability, Army veterans, people with property management issues. Please message me. This is all a discretionary basis, job by job. You are not entitled to free plumbing if you don't meet the criteria above. Thank you all. Good morning and God bless. Let's show one more thing right here. My best friend's wife passed away from cancer in the mouth, leaving him a single father of 4. He's unemployed, very genuine guy, and has a big heart. I've been taking.
All right, cool. So Yeah. Okay. Look, can I be honest with you? Okay. Can I be honest with you? This situation is really interesting, right? And I'll tell you why it's really interesting. Because there's been a few twists and turns that have happened in the past few days. Okay. Now, I want to be very, very real with you. I don't care whether he got fired or not. I don't care if he had a job or not. I don't really even care about the scam that he produced with the GoFundMe. If it was a scam, if it was real, I don't give a heck. Okay? Because personally, my issue was his behavior on the show. Whenever I'm doing relationship talks, we talk about the evidence that we can see. What I can see is the behavior I saw on the show. What I saw on the show was somebody that was defensive, insecure, rude, disrespectful, and was afraid of rejection. That's what I saw, right? And out of that behavior, what I saw was other behaviors that came out towards the other women on that show that I deem to be, one, insecure, but two, dangerous, right? The whole looking down at somebody and scanning them, looking for a defect to try and lambast them with, is screaming insecurity. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Right? Then obviously the other aspect is then you ended up on a date. The young lady who you actually chose, first and foremost, after seeing you disrespect the other women, should have left you alone. The fact that she didn't leave you alone told me that she was a problem herself. But because you don't see yourself as a problem, you thought you bagged a baddie. Now you're here. See, you thought, and you know what's so funny? I wanna see if I can go to my history. I wanna go into something real quick because it's interesting. These situations, right? I was watching a video just earlier on today, and I said, listen, if men listen to this guy, they're gonna cause themselves so much issues. The problem is men need leaders, but the leaders that they have themselves are power hungry, insecure, and unhealthy in the way they deal with relationships. So those men who lead them end up leading them to places they don't need to be. Okay, I'm gonna play a little clip. Okay, this is a relationship guru guy. Okay, all right, a relationship guru guy who I started listening to him and I was like, yeah, if you want men to listen to you, they're going to be insecure and they're only dealing with women who are broken and toxic and are not good people for relationships. So I can understand why you supply this kind of instruction and need for them, right? But the Aaron guy from Pop a Balloon, I knew he was, you know when someone's a part of a cult, when I say red pill cultish, it's because they use the same lingo. You know, when you know somebody's to know what somebody's a part of, just listen to the language. Right? Y'all know me, I'm always saying moving mad. So when I hear people say moving mad, I'm like, oh, you must know my content because you say moving mad the way I say moving mad. So the language of him, and I'll go to the clip the clip I was talking about. Hold on, let me see if I can get it quickly. Okay, here it is. Yeah, let me just share this side of it. Right, told me that this brother, there was gonna be problems. Listen to this bit.
Conduct, because that's how I move, man. You don't let no man sit high and dry. It's just like a man getting thrown in jail for something a woman alleged against him, and you just gonna let him sit in jail forever. You're not never gonna say nothing. Boy, use a hoe. Period. Excuse my language.
She's for the cobblestone. I understand, but my G, how did you find out she cheated on you with this guy? Did he ever tell you that to you?
Nah, because I went through her phone. I seen her notes kept going on.
Wait. So you went through her phone without her knowing as well?
No, she know I go through her phone. She knows. Okay. She knows. Like, and any woman, if you in the comments, you know you didn't dealt with me before. I tell you pull that phone out and you tell me no, then I know automatically you disqualified because I know it's something going on. I know, but she know how to hide stuff a little better, so she would let me go up in her phone.
Okay.
Listen to that straight away. First and foremost, if this is a woman saying this, I'll be concerned. I'm concerned as a man too. It doesn't make a difference whether it's a man or woman. I'm concerned. Listen to what he's saying as being normal behavior. If you date me, you already know I go through your phone. At that point, I already know we've got a problem. So the behavior on the show to now be in this interview with MTR, out of your own mouth, unforced, you're releasing information. See, out of your mouth, you'll condemn or free yourself. By the words that you speak, you'll free yourself or you'll condemn yourself. Your own words are condemning you in this immediate moment. You think it's normal to go through the partner's phone and invade their privacy? If you're with me, you just got to know you got to accept that. Oh, okay.
Okay, so apparently you're really good at finding stuff in the phone. So within the phone, you found direct evidence that she was slobbing on his knob.
Man, she had not just him, it's like 9 other dudes. No cap.
God damn, 9?
Summer log pictures everywhere. I'm like, what the
Wait a minute. So why would she have all this content in the phone if she knows that you were looking through the phone?
Because she knows how to hide it. Look at her TikTok. Bro, I did not know until I got in a relationship with her. Like, if you want to find out if somebody's cheating and they got an iPhone, you can create a new message, right?
Yeah.
If they deleted all of their messages, they deleted everything out their phone. If you just type a period in that message on the create, it's going to show you everybody that was recently texting. Right? So I go through your phone and it's all men's when I put that dot in. But when I go through your phone, it ain't no men been contacted or nothing. You doing some foul play. Baby, you can't run that game on me. You try to do them sneaky little text the man through the notes and delete it. I'm going to figure that out too. Like, you're not going to be able to run game on me forever.
Okay. So according to this gentleman, because it seems like he's acknowledging in the text to a degree that he hit and that she is for the world. It sounds like.
Look how proudly he's talking about going through phones and how he's got a strategy to unlock, to know who she's talking to. This doesn't sound like somebody that's secure, man. It doesn't sound like somebody that's secure. If I'm honest with you, bro, this ain't sound like somebody who's secure. Now, listen to the language.
What he's acknowledging within that. Do you agree or not?
I agree.
Aaron, you ruined it. Why did you leave me? We were doing so good talking about getting married. Because I didn't believe you, Aaron said. But for why? Because you played cuddling. I was cooking. I never asked you for money. You were in Phoenix and you were getting ready to go somewhere else. Did you do this to us? You did this. You made me not trust you. Goodbye. I got a bitch. That's old.
On my house to be ready. The Mexican girl that was cheating on me, texting you and while I was staying with her, she lost her kid. This is
someone who she previously dated?
Yeah, she was dating and talking to him. I don't know if they was meeting up and fornicating, but she was sending him provocative pictures and messages, and she was doing all of it. That's him right there. Send me the link. I'll watch it. I won't participate or anything. I said, send me a text of what happened between us. Laugh my ass off. I forgot all about that stuff, to be honest. Not trying to be involved with any of that, though. Okay. Yep. Say less. Nigga, you weird. This is a dude. He doesn't want his information being put out there, but I'm pissed at this dude, too, because, bro, you're a simp. You're a simp, bro. You see me getting crucified over here, and you can speak upon my behalf.
Whenever you start hearing the brothers screaming out, he a simp, just know they come from that underworld called the Red Pill community. And that's why I said the Red Pill community, they're like a little cult over there. Because, you see, when it comes to cult, we talk about behaviors, information, emotions. And if I'm correct, let me see. The four examples is behavior, information, thought, and emotional control. Right? They build an environment where your certain emotions are labeled as evil or demonic or wrong. Right? Oh, so when a man shows emotions, he a simp. Right? We have thoughts control. Right? Okay. All right. We have also information control. And if you notice anything about the Red Pill, that they keep on circulating the same kind of stories. Women are evil. Women are bad. Women are this. Women are monsters. Women are this. And that's why in this situation's got as far as it did. And then we have behavior controls, which is probably less likely over the internet. It's less likely over the internet, but as obviously when people when people obviously join these kind of arenas, their behaviors change anyway, because they're trying to fit into the culture and the society that they've built over online. And so what you'll realize is a lot of times in this red pill rage that they have, okay, all right, they get stuck in this place where women become objectively the enemy all the time, which means now every story you tell, the woman has to be the bad person. Do you know what I'm saying to you? Every woman has to be the bad person. Now, this is not the right way to look at a relationship. Now, I want to show you something, because, you see, you've been thinking it's black people, okay? I want you to understand this ain't no black people thing. This is people. I want you to listen to this message.
When it comes to helping you guys date, has evolved over the years to a better level. And what I mean by that is today I'm going to be describing even arguments that are playful when you're not necessarily a couple, and then arguments that are real where you have a real conversation and you discuss certain things that you don't like and why. When she's around him, she feels something. Now, here's why. What I mean is this. A large majority of the time, when she's around the bad boy, the player, or the asshole, the feelings are good feelings. It's positive feelings. A lot of times it's even joyful or pleasureful feelings. It is typically feelings of love and happiness. However, here's the thing. The bad boy or the player understands that when a woman sees a situation as good or healthy or amazing or fun and loving, good in that woman's eyes shifts to boring very quick. So with women, it goes from good to boring extremely quick. Like literally at the drop of a hat, she could just get tired of the situation. So the bad boy understands how to bring a wide array of emotions. So sometimes the bad boy is, bringing emotions of happiness. Sometimes it's sadness. Sometimes she gets mad, right? Sometimes it's jealousy because he's out seeing other women. Sometimes it's even feelings of uncertainty because she doesn't necessarily know how he feels about her. So taking this a step further, with her, she feels like it's great when she's with him and she thinks everything is going good, and then all of a sudden he just doesn't text her for 7 days in a row. This is how women start to engage in their emotions and think about a specific guy. He's creating a wide array of emotions. So taking this concept over to this column, women respond to men who keep their emotions going back and forth. Now, I didn't say women like these men. I said women respond to these men, meaning these are the types of men that they reply to their text messages and they engage in conversation with them. So the saying that she will oftentimes repeat in her head is, does he love me or does he not love me? Where does he stand with me? And because of that, because her emotions are going back and forth, she desires him at a deeper level. So working through this logically, why self-improvement is not enough. And this has been the message that I've been now, talking about for so many months on this channel. Why self-improvement is not enough is because I have friends personally who have made 200 grand a year. These guys are 6'5". They drive a BMW or a Porsche. They're good looking. And they bust their ass to live this kind of life, meaning they have put in the work to be a man of value. So I'm telling you this because these are guys who've actually self-improved. And when they walk down the street, you can tell that they are an attractive guy. But here's the thing. For her, okay, a lot of times, the woman will view this type of guy as stable or boring or predictable. He doesn't know how to create a wide array of emotions. He lacks some of the things that the bad boy or the player has. So I've seen guys who have girlfriends, and then these girlfriends will sometimes go and cheat with maybe a guy who's a bartender, or let's say a bouncer, or the guy's maybe even sometimes broke and doesn't make anywhere near the type of money that her boyfriend makes. And a lot of times this is even a guy who maybe doesn't even care about her, but they enjoy the emotional stimulation. And since the women will enjoy this emotional stimulation, she will keep coming back to him. So now we will talk.
So I played that video because I want, listen, you have to listen to the whole video. One day I'll do a whole breakdown of it, right? I listened to the whole video and I realized this is the bullcrap that men are listening to. This is the bullcrap that men are listening to. See, that whole video, right? It may not sound that bad, but it's the indoctrination of control, manipulation that actually you don't realize is happening. So let me tell you this now. Okay. So the gentleman was explaining that, that bad boys tend to get women in a space of in their emotions. He's absolutely right. He's not lying. Bad boys, men that are, unavailable, they get women into a particular space where women want to date them. But guess who wants to date the bad boys, the unavailable men? Women that are toxic and broken. Now, some of you might be here in that space, and that's for you to change and for you to heal. And you probably should be reaching out to me because you should be also getting up my coaching. Don't miss out on that. Okay, now, the reality of the situation is, right, a lot of these men operate from a space emotionally from fear. Because they're operating from a space of fear, what tends to happen, okay, all right, is that they end up eliciting control. This is not a black man thing. This is a man thing, right? And a woman thing. And people that are actually toxic need healing. The problem we have on the red pill community is that they deal with women who are toxic and they're trying to make them better. Or at least they're trying to teach men how to date those women. Why? When really and truly should be avoiding those type of women, their constant reassurance of a focus on the women that are not great is where the problem is. And the reason why is, one, it makes money, but two, because fear sells, and three, because they have no solutions. They don't know how to heal. They don't know what a healthy relationship is. So all of their coping mechanisms are ones of toxicity, control, and manipulation. See, the only way you're going to control crazy is if you're crazy. Because when I'm healed, I don't want to be in that space. And this is why you need to reach out to me for coaching, because in reality of the situation, you don't want to be in a space. Now, if you're somebody who has gone through a situation where you know that your relationships have not been the healthiest, where you realize that, you know what, you keep dating the same type of man or woman, you feel like, you know what, you're not very good at a rejection, or you always feel like you're always being abandoned, you feel like you can't choose the right man or right woman, or you feel like, you know what, life just isn't life in the way you need it to go, then you really need to reach out to me. Now, my calendar's booked up to July 1st or 2nd week, but you can get in there. You know what I'm saying to you? Get in there while it's hot, okay? And we're going to help you work through those things, because honestly, we have solutions. And the reality of the situation is you need to get healthy. Okay, all right, you need to get healthy. Now back to what we're talking about. Let's get back to what we're talking about here. Now, the reason why I spoke about Aaron and him, because he used the word simp. Now, whenever you hear a man start using the word simp, just know, okay, just know, when you start using the word simp, just know, I know where you come from. I know where you come from and where you get your information from. The moment you start using the word simp, alpha male, and certain words like that, you know where they come from, right? And so when we're looking at this situation with Aaron and Pop the Balloon and his situation, he was a problem on the show. Why would he not be a problem after the show? Now, of course, apparently he's, coming out saying that he was innocent and he actually did have a job and da-da-da-da. I mean, we'll have to watch that video another time. But I wanted to have the opportunity to be able to discuss this as best as possible. So first and foremost, let me just change this thing, because it's meant to be a members only live, and I just realized I've not made it members only. So we're going to make this members only. If you're in a chat and you're not a member, you need to get a bit membership, because we're about to go members only. I don't feel sorry for doing it. It is what it is. Okay, so if you're not a member, I need you to become a member. Okay, you can become a member by clicking on the $sign down below, and you can join the conversation, because we're just about to wear members. We're now members only. Fantastic. All right, cool. So, this situation. Okay, all right. The reason why I believe it to be a cult is because they don't think. These people end up in a space where they're not thinking. And then they all act the same: insecure, jealous, with a passive aggressiveness. They all have the same traits because their leaders have the same traits. And so they get caught up in this movement, which is first and foremost meant to be one that's meant to empower men. But you start realizing it quickly descends into having dominance over the opposite sex, rather than actually, let's empower men. And you can't empower men if the leaders themselves are not empowered to have healthy relationships. If you're not willing to have healthy relationships, if you're not willing to give up the power in order to have a relationship where you want to be able to start manipulating somebody, then you're not gonna create a safe movement. It's gonna become a cult. Because what you're trying to hold on to is power over opposite sex, but you're also trying to hold that power over the men. Right? So now we've got men who don't use their brain, right? When Aaron the Pop the Balloon situation happened first, one of the first things that happened is men got behind him. Yo, he's lost his job. I can't believe it. How are women doing this? Da, 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 da. Yeah. And so when you don't have critical thinking, we've got a dangerous place. When critical thinking is not encouraged, got a dangerous place. When echo chamber is encouraged, dangerous place. Right? And that's what we get in this space. Right? So that's why I was playing that little video there, because of that the white guy that does his thing. Because I think it's even towards the end. Let me see if it's towards the end you can hear it.
Right now, I can't deal with you right now, and you create some sort of dynamic like that. And keep in mind, this has to be congruent with your personality. I'm just giving you a few examples. This is starting some of the tension, so she feels a different emotion. You are losing her. Like, if you're not having this sort of dynamic from time to time with a big wide array of emotions up and down, she is falling out of love with you. So this is what you have to know. If you have to wait until she does it, it's probably going to be the end of the relationship, or it very well could be. So here's what I can tell you. If you interject a little bit of drama into your relationship, if it's a girl you're dating long term, you can say things like, oh, you're always like, or another thing you could say is, why do you always have to, right? And then you fill in the, a little bit of drama into your relationship. If it's a girl you're dating long term, here's what I can tell you. If you interject a little bit of drama into your relationship, it well could be. So here's what I can tell you. If you interject a little bit of drama into your relationship, if it's a girl you're dating long term, you can say things like, oh, you're always like, or another thing you could say is, why do you always have to, right? And then you fill in the gap, or you fill in the space. Why do you always have to be like that? You can start little bits and pieces of tension like that to help. So another thing is, like, let's say she gets home or you get home and you guys see each other. If you say something like, I just can't with you right now, I can't deal with you right now, and you create some sort of dynamic like that, and keep in mind, this has to be congruent with your personality. I'm just giving you a few examples. This is starting some of the tension, so she feels a different emotion, because if you're waiting until she brings this into the relationship first, and keep in mind, at some point she will. You can be 6'5" with six-pack abs and make $250,000 a year, and if things are too boring, if things are too stable, if things are too predictable, she will start to bring this kind of tension. If she has to do it first, you run the risk of the relationship ending. So here's one thing that I understand. This is a huge paradigm shift and worldview construction. This is a whole paradigm shift of how you probably view relationships and your worldview of relationships and how things are constructed. So these concepts are new to most guys. Since they're new to most guys, here's what I can tell you. Let's imagine that this big circle is the entire world. Okay, so this is the world, and then you learn this stuff, and it's just you. So you are right here, okay? It's just you, and then you have the whole world, and you learn this, and you're all by yourself. This is really hard to change your beliefs, and it's really hard to get dating success, because you are the only one who's moving differently. Now let's reverse this.
Listen, some of these relationship gurus are absolute bollocks. Let me say it again. Some of these relationship gurus are absolutely bollocks. They are trash can talkers, and they are garbage. Now, can I just say this now? His advice actually has some place. I won't lie to you. If you have a girl who is toxic, immature, emotionally unintelligent, rude, disrespectful, doesn't know how to respect anybody, yeah, this advice is going to work for you. Because you're dealing with a crazy ass chick, and that crazy ass chick only responds to crazy ass behavior. Yeah? But if you want to have a healthy long-term relationship, you want to have a relationship that actually lasts, you might not want to be injecting drama in your relationship. Do you know why? Because relationships have drama in itself without you having to add drama purposely to create tension in your relationship, which already has tension in the relationship. Does life need help adding drama and tension to your life? Who's ever been in a relationship where there's not been no drama and no tension? There's always drama and there's always tension, because we're human beings, and I have a different way of thinking, you have a different way of thinking. Two are becoming one. There ain't no way you're going to be in a relationship that you're actually going to have where there's going to be no drama or no tension, because life itself is a drama. It's got its own tension. It's got its own ups and downs. So there's no need to add extra to try and manipulate, because that's what you're doing, to try and manipulate the other party so you can have control, because that's what you're doing. And this is what I'm talking about when I say cultish behavior, because it seeks to control through manipulation out of fear. Right? It teaches men how to control women, dominate women, which the Bible says we shouldn't be doing, right? Out of fear. And so because you fear them, you want to control them. And so you devise all of these mechanisms of manipulation. And the reason why this is in tune with the Aaron situation is because when you're insecure, this kind of content speaks to your soul. When you are insecure as a man, because you're insecure and you don't feel like you have power, you instantly look for things that are going to help you have power over, so that you can feel secure. That's why we're putting our phones in the car of the woman that we like. We're tracking them. That's why we're always accusing them of being hoes and 3 or 4s. It's why we're always calling them, the B word, and why we're always saying that men are simps. It's why we're always talking about the chastity of a woman and the the body count of a woman. It's why he looked at a woman up and down and then actually began to break her with the "you got hairs on your arm, chick." But meanwhile, the chick next to him, who he actually found attractive, also had hair on her arms too. Well, he just wanted to break her. It wasn't the hair on her arms. He wanted to break that girl. He wanted to be rude. He wanted to be disrespectful. He was trying to assert some dominance. Right? So this stuff is cultish because it seeks for dominance and control. Okay? It's just the reality of the situation, you know? Let me put it back on old boy Aaron.
Taking him with me to do free plumbing jobs, but I don't have enough business to employ him. Is there anyone willing to take on a laborer or apprentice in any construction trade, or someone that can help him get away? And I'm willing to meet up with these children, but now, you know, I'm having difficulty doing that because people are painting this narrative out for me being this violent man. They're bringing up my past and all of these things of that nature. Now it's like, okay, you know, and I trust this man, you know, with all the stuff they're saying around these kids, even though I've never done nothing to no kids.
Right.
People that know me, that love, you know, that people that know me know I love kids and would never do nothing wrong to them. But because y'all are painting this narrative out here, and I was already in the works of getting, you know, football games organized for some kids out here in these neighborhoods, getting a flag football game, because you don't see kids playing at these parks anymore.
Negro, if you can't speak to women appropriately, if you can't get over the fact that a woman can reject you, if you can't not track a woman in her car, why do we want you around our kids? Why would I want you around their kids? No, Negro, I just need you to deep this. Like, I really need you to deep this. Why would I want you around my kid when I see how you act towards other women? What are you going to teach my son about how you're going to deal with other women? Do you know what I'm saying, Chu? Like, how are you going to teach why would I be comfortable letting my son be around your ass when you can't even, when you decide that you want to be able to track a woman, or you feel like women are 304s, or, you know, they're only out here fornicating like you don't fornicate, right? But you got the prison sentence. But you don't want to give no grace, but you got the prison sentences. You don't want to give no grace, but you got the prison background. You don't want to give no grace, but you're the one that's a criminal. Oh, okay, cool. But she's a hoe in the 304 prostitution. Okay, my bad, bro. My bad, bro. My bad. I forgot. Only you get grace because you went to prison, and prison is a normal thing. We should all be going to prison and getting grace. But when it comes to women and their promiscuity, no, we can't handle that. So we don't give grace in that area. Why would I want my son around you? What are you gonna teach him? And this is what I'm trying to say. Like, man, need to really be very careful. Like, why would I want my son around you, bro? Why? Even on MTR's live, could you admit when you spoke about, oh, I'm gonna look crazy? Did you say, listen, I was wrong for putting a phone in her car and tracking her? Did you say that was wrong? You didn't even really say that. Oh, I was deeply in love. That's why, bro. You didn't even take accountability. You see what I'm saying to you? So for me personally, these are not things that I look at and go, this should be in this. This is somebody who I think is an upstanding citizen. You know what I mean? It's not your prison sentence. It's your conduct. Your conduct now.
Anymore, kids are in the house behind some technology. I'm trying to get them outside to come play some basketball. Okay. Yeah, I'll send it to you after.
Okay. So yeah, we're about to get back into this to finish up this reaction.
All right.
Yeah. Validity. That's all we can say about it. Again, we can only tell you guys what we know, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say he didn't show us it. So there you guys go. So it was valid. My wife did look it up just to make sure, and she did her check. So again, I'm not gonna give the audience something if we don't research it ourselves.
I printed this out or something, you know, if I had to go get the letter where I got approved to get my license, and I will do that. But also, I didn't know nothing about this. You know, Kites contacted me and they told me about all that, about this video that was just uploaded that we're reacting to now. And I instantly pulled out my card Did I not pull out my card, right out my wallet within seconds, and was like, here it is?
Yeah, and I also know the expiration date on there. I won't give the exact, but it expires in 27, the year 2027. So we did see the front, we saw the back, we also saw some other thing that goes with it to prove its validity. That's all we can say about it. Again, we can only tell you guys what we know, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say he didn't show us it. So there you guys go. So it was valid.
Here's my issue. And this is what we're talking about when we say about character. You were on a live for 5 hours with MTR. You couldn't show MTR the license that you had? You see, unaccountable behaviors, and when things start snowballing, you're like, everybody else is an issue. Instead of actually being honest about the fact that you contribute towards the situation. Let me explain what I mean by this. MTR, right, has actually since reneged and said that he feels like old boy here is lying. Okay. MTR asked him for evidence, and old boy is talking about lawyers and all that kind of stuff. All he had to do was show MTR first and foremost his plumbing license. He could have easily showed a bank account to MTR behind the scenes. Here's how much I make. Didn't do none of these things. And when MTR turns around and says, actually, do you know what? If you're not going to show me these things, then maybe you're lying about it. You're talking about, oh, I had to contact the attorney. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like manipulation to me, because in reality, the situation is you really should have just showed this at the beginning. Like, if I'm confident about the fact that I have a job, I'm going to show you the evidence. I can easily tell you, listen, hey, look, don't show it to the audience. Like, I'm still in the process of the attorney, but you can see it, so I have proof. How many times have I done a live with somebody or interviewed a cast member and they've given me evidence of what they had behind the scenes? And I've gone, actually, guys, I've seen it. I don't need to, you know what I'm saying to you? But you didn't want to do that. So now you're down, you caused your own downfall. You caused your own downfall.
What we forgot to address, when we brought up no, matter of fact, let her continue on. Let her continue on.
We'll let her continue on.
We're talking about Nevada, California, Texas, Oklahoma. He's internationally known, but not for any positive reasons. So it made me believe that he did not get fired. If anything, I would say that Mr. Sloan was into fitness, and that was his job. He just didn't want to embarrass himself after telling those ladies he could pull $100 grand out of the bank. So he knew saying that he got fired would play on everyone's heartstrings like it did, and people were going to donate. When I first saw the GoFundMe after someone put me on it and I read it, I reported it. I actually sent it to a GoFundMe contact that helped me with the Rhoda case. So I know for sure people are going to get their money back because he won't be able to provide the documents. Another thing I did, MTR, just for backup, I contacted one of my people in Arizona who work for the state in unemployment. And I just wanted to see if there was any claims for this individual. No claims have been filed yet, and it's been a week.
For unemployment.
For unemployment, sir, yes.
Okay. You want to address that, the unemployment claim thing?
Do you know my life? Okay? Do you know if I have the ability to file for unemployment? So what that I haven't filed for unemployment? And once again, why are you diving so deep into so what that I haven't filed for unemployment? Do you know what I have working on in the background? No, you do not. So just because, oh, he hasn't filed for unemployment, that means automatically he's just wrong. No, I already have a job I'm working on getting. I have all type of stuff going on, okay? Just because I'm filed for unemployment, that doesn't mean anything.
So okay, so to the people right now, you haven't filed for unemployment because you already have employment opportunities that you are currently reaching out to that you're in the works with.
I have one limb that I'm hoping and praying on. One opportunity, possibly, and I'm gonna have to travel far, very far, to go work there.
So it would be unnecessary for you to apply then, because you're kind of already about to go
at this moment while he's still trying to find employment.
Right. And can I ask that? What state he's in? Can I ask that? Is that too far?
Yeah. I don't want to ask that.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna ask that. But I was just gonna say, because I know that the process for out here in California, some people, even if you filed, you don't get a meeting or scheduled to speak with a
summer. Didn't even look at my Instagram, see me installing water heaters, see me doing all types of different plumbing. So you went to the GoFundMe with some misinformation. Okay, let's proceed.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna make sure I show the plumbing images that you posted.
You want to file that claim right away because there's a 30-day waiting period. Why he hasn't done it? Why? Because he's in the club throwing money.
Okay, this one, she kind of shot herself in the foot on this point, because she just said you have a 30-day waiting period to file unemployment, but it's only been a week. So if you wanted to file unemployment, you still have well over 20 days left. I don't understand that part. But I also can, I don't know, I think I can see what she's trying to get at. Like, if you need money, then, you know, you should have filed for unemployment. But then that goes back to a lot of people having the misconceptions about what the purpose of the GoFundMe is for.
Because he stated that he does have money to pay his bills.
Yeah, I feel like once Alba and Preach did the talk about the GoFundMe thing and said that you were throwing it in the club and all that, everybody kind of just freestyled and took off with it. And yeah, I feel like that the internet is not being fair with that one. And I feel like Alba and Preach are also not being fair with that one because you haven't even had access to the money. And like I said, in our interview that we had with you, you stated that that money that you were going to go celebrate your birthday with was money that you were pulling out that you had already set aside. So if you had already preemptively set it aside, why would all of a sudden this be GoFundMe money? That just, as a person just spectating it, 2 and 2 don't go together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it doesn't.
You know what don't make sense either? I got 100K in the bank. I start throwing cash in the club. And then I say I'm going to do a GoFundMe, not necessarily for me, but apparently to be a humanitarian. My Negro, you should have put that money yourself into the GoFundMe because you're going to make that 100K again, right? You're going to make that money again. So you're going to be okay. Like, see, this is what I'm saying to you. That you need to have emotional intelligence because the optics don't look good. It's almost like when you owe somebody money and then go on holiday and then tell them, actually, I had money saved up. And you know what? I'm gonna pay you back later. So what you saw me go on holiday with, I already had that money saved up. No, that's fine. Yeah, we know you already had that money saved up. That's fantastic. But now the optics don't look good. The optics don't look good. It doesn't look good because at this point in time, you're telling us at this point in time that you had obviously 100K in the bank, and yet your behavior's not showing me 100K. Help me help you, sir. I'm just trying to say, help me help you. It don't look good right now.
He's doing everything other than what he said he was going to do. Also, 6 days ago on his Facebook, he told everyone he's working with at-risk youth. That's his humanitarian work. But what happened to the vets and the single mothers and fathers and disabled? So now he is working with at-risk youth. So he went from all these different things to now he's saying he works with kids, which I
That was
find
stated in the interview. If you watch the interview, nobody
watched our interview.
Watched the interview, and this is the problem that I'm having with it. Everybody could say this, that, and the third. Everybody's taking everything out of context, and they're not watching the full interview. Yes, the interview was strictly for Pop the Balloon and everything like that, but you did specify that you work with kids, you work with kids and youth. You did specify that you donate to children that are deaf and all that kind of stuff like that. Nobody talking about
nobody
that
seems to have paid. I don't feel like I don't feel like people paid attention. I feel like honestly,
and they're just going to the Pop the Balloon parts. They're just going to the parts that. But don't cherry pick stuff and say.
Finding out later in that disciplinary thing where I was in prison, right? If you scroll to the very bottom of that disciplinary, you see that it says I had detainers. At the very bottom, I had 2 detainer holds for 2 charges. So when I was released from this facility, I was transferred to another facility in Texas where I had to do more time. Then I was, after I was released from prison, right, I had these 2 detainers, which you can see online. When I got released out of prison, I had warrants for my arrest. So I had to go turn myself in. And that's why you see mug shots from last year or whatever, because I had to go turn myself in to clear warrants, that I did prior to all of this, if that makes sense.
Okay. So the mugshot, the warrants and wanted things that she's bringing up are stuff that you have already cleared up and already.
Yes.
Okay. And people, like he said, if he says you can go see it on his record, I always tell y'all, when people make claims, go look for it yourself. I don't know how to look up somebody's record, so I'm not about to sit here and go on Google and act like I do. But if he send me a screenshot of it later, I'll let y'all know. But
all y'all need to be detectives.
Yeah,
I know how to do all that.
Yeah, but if you're ready, we can move on.
For the most part, from trial and error, not from having a responsible parent teaching me. So why are you trying to tear me down, man? That's what I want to know. Why are you trying to tear me down? What are y'all accomplishing from this? Okay, do y'all want it to the point where I'm never able to have a wife? to I'm the point I'm never able to have a family, to the point where I'm never able to have a career. That's what y'all want to succeed so bad in doing for what? Because I told a woman she's not qualified for me because she's not fit to my liking. That means we need to do background checks on this guy. We need to come on, man. Everybody did something that they're not proud of. The only difference between my situation and yours is I'm on Front Street with mine. Mine is out for the whole world to see. But think to yourself for 1 second in your head, if the world knew some of your deepest, darkest secrets, your deepest, darkest wrongdoings, you know, what would they be saying about you?
Right.
It's people that done things 100 times worse than what I've done. And talk to me about something positive, bro.
Right.
You know the ones, yeah, where people don't really learn and understand that they're part of their own downfall. People don't really deep, yeah, that they are the reason why they're in the situation they're in. You want to cry about the fact that, talk to me about the good stuff that you've done, and I hear it, but your ass was on the show showing your ass and showing us that you hadn't actually learned and grown. You're out here with a hat on your head talking about you not qualified. It's not congruent right now. See, when you turn your life around, turn it all the way around, my guy. Because you see, don't let your good be spoken of as evil. This Bible. Don't let your good be spoken of as evil. Your good is being spoken as evil because right now, the way that you're behaving, the way you behaved on the show, instead of you to come out and say, you know what, I realized I was wrong. No, you're here staunchly defending your position of why you said what you said on the show and saying, because I told a woman that she's not qualified, that's why y'all doing. Yes, that's how they're doing what they're doing. The same reason why the men go after the women. You are out here and they've called you out because your behavior is not exemplary. Let me even clean my glasses. I'll get a little even dust wipe. Right? You are getting this energy from people because you're not exemplary. And because your behavior right now is not congruent with what you're saying you're actually doing. Take some accountability, my guy. Take some accountability.
I want to ask this. When you say it's your past, right? Is there like a solid time frame? Is it like 5 years back, 10 years back, 20 years back? Is like a solid time frame? Like
It's been longer than 7 years.
Okay, so that is okay, because the thing is, if this was something that happened last year, then it's still fresh. And that's why I asked 5 years, because I feel like 5 years is a lot of time to be on a journey to fixing it. Now that you're saying it might be 7 or more years, it's not like this is something that you recently did. It's not like this is something that happened 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 3 years ago. This is something that happened literally, almost 10 years ago. And at that point, it's like you're holding me to something that I've already paid for years ago. And now you're still labeling me as if in 7 years somebody can't change.
I don't know what information everyone else has to say that it was recent.
I don't even think. Well, I haven't heard anybody say it was recent. Every time I hear people bring it up, they say he has a criminal record. But I've never heard somebody actually bring up how long ago the record was. And I feel like that is important. If you got a guy that has been accused of robbery, then you can say, "Oh, he's a thief. He's a thief." I'm glad we did this, because you have to actually get the context with stuff. This is the same thing when people try to do they bring Bibles into this and all that. Y'all are spreading misinformation about somebody, because, and if he
and that could lead up to defamation.
Yeah, that is defamation.
Again, so I can show them again right here because I pulled it up.
That don't add up, because you would not be here right now. Here, I think even out here in Oklahoma. Let me see, Oklahoma
don't play either.
No, they don't.
Now, how do I post this?
Control V and then enter.
Control.
Possession of a weapon of a convicted felon is punishable by 1 to 10 years in prison. So that don't add up, because you would not be here right now. You would not be here.
And then come on now. So I'm out on bail. living in another state. I'm doing game shows. I'm doing all of this while I'm
Yeah,
out on bail,
okay.
throwing money at the club. You know, come on, man.
Yeah, people, y'all running with misinformation, bro. This is dangerous. This is dangerous.
If I'm fighting the case right now, I need to be saving every dollar, every dime.
Yeah,
Now,
this is dangerous.
I sent you the thing right there. You can see at the bottom it says I have detainers.
Terms and conditions of
Okay.
probation.
That exactly, those are warrants.
Okay, so people,
that I
we
got
gonna
out of prison with.
we gonna pull it up right here. All right, y'all.
You did.
You said what? Oh, I'm not gonna play it. I don't have to play it. He just
Okay.
yeah. So notification request, detainers and or warrants, 3 on record. On 2017, he was tried, detainer conviction state. 2017 again, notification request, Maricopa. Date agreement was 6/06/05/2019. 2017 again, felony hold, non-extraditable. So these are the holds that he's bringing up, and he got these holds in 2017. So that is exactly 7 years ago. That's 7 years ago, people.
Hello.
Man, this is crazy, man. I feel like
I don't even know what that even means. I can't lie to you. I won't even pretend and tell you I know what it means. You know, I don't even know whether the fact that 7 years, you know, I mean, listen, I don't know. Can someone interpret it for me in the chat for me? Make it more clearer, okay? Make me understand that. You know what I'm saying? To like, I don't understand that at all. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? To so, let me know while I go on. So let me know, because as far as I can see, the if he's on detainer, I don't know what that really means, but it didn't look complete to me. I don't know. Someone needs to interpret. Someone needs to break it down in the chat for me. Make it, because I'm a little bit ignorant on that part. I won't lie to you. I'm not gonna pretend like I understand it, but I didn't see complete. So as far as I'm concerned, they're still out for you. I don't know. It just someone let me know, because I saw 2017 and I'm looking at it and going, yeah, but it didn't get you. So what does that mean? Like, are you still on warrant? Are you still trying to get you? Like, what's that mean? Like, let me know, because I'm confused. Because I didn't see complete on there. Did you see complete? Did it looked like you were still. It looked like they were still trying to get him for 2017. I don't know. I don't know about that part of the system. So someone's got to let me know. Break it down for me in the chat. Let me know while Guan. Let me know what that actually means, because I won't lie to you. I'm not going to pretend as if I know exactly what that means, okay? As well. So let me know Wagwan for that situation as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know that, because I don't know, okay? I don't know. But yeah, 2017, my G, like, okay.
Oh, new construction plumbing.
oh, and this to the guy that was on his live stream talking about plumbers don't wear these vests.
The vest, the
there it
the
is.
stash with the tools all in the pockets.
There it is.
That's not a plumber's fit.
Is when Google is free. We're gonna keep going with this video. If you got
That would mean they knew the company's information.
Yeah.
May I ask you a question? Have you seen the name of this company floating around, sir?
Nope. Sorry, you can't see me. I'm
Has he
shaking my
told you
head.
the
No.
name? Did he give
No.
you
so we can say this, and to your exes, the not the specific one you're gonna do the interview with, because she didn't send us this, but there's a couple, one of your exes, quote unquote exes, that have been spamming our channels. They've been spamming our channel trying to expose you because they were mad we did the interview. One of the exes sent me a link or sent me something, and it was your information about where you work. Now, the reason why me and Alex haven't been on video talking about this was his job is because, like you said, when we researched it was also the same time we asked you about it. You're going through something legal. I know the name of his company that he worked at, but he can't, like, if he says he can't legally say it, I am not going to say it without his permission. But I will say the ex that exposed him and showed me it, you just disqualified this claim yourself. And once Aaron is able to share that information, because you guys did dox him, there is proof you guys did dox him. You guys not only doxed him, you guys are still doxing him. So, yeah, I can vouch for that one. I know where Aaron worked at. And sadly, I didn't get that from Aaron, which is unfortunate. And I'm sorry that I had to find out through that way. So I'm telling you right now, Aaron, I'm sorry I found out your information like that. But like I said, when we dropped that interview,
the comments were on fire.
Y'all wanted to expose this man so bad. Y'all was linking me TikToks. Y'all was linking me everything about this man. And some of these videos, I went back to check. Y'all have privated some of them, and y'all also have deleted some of them. but y'all were so ready to expose him. Some of y'all snitched on yourselves. So that's all I can say about that.
Now, I never agree with anybody losing their job. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm never going to agree with it, right? It's the same thing with the black woman therapist, not the one that was crazy, because she was doing crazy stuff, so we didn't care about her, but the one that obviously stopped doing men, you know, and you know, I said the same thing. I don't want anyone to lose their job. Not based on this. No, I don't want anyone to lose their job. I'm not even gonna even say like you deserve to lose your job. I'm not saying that at all. You know, I'm not gonna say that at all. My thing was, again, focusing on the fact that your behavior was actually not your behavior of what you did with your ex is congruent with what we saw on the show. Right? That was my issue. I don't want to. I don't want to lose your job. Now, whether he lost his job or not, we have to wait and see. He has to provide that evidence. Of course, it's gone to an attorney, so we won't know until, right? But apparently, he's got a job. Apparently, he had a job, and they know the couple. The couple knows the job. So, okay, cool. My thing is, I don't want to see you lose a job. At the same time, I'm going to tell you, listen, your behavior with your ex that she explained, it's no different to what we saw on the show in terms of that insecurity. You know? So, you know, I that's for me personally. Last little bit, and then we're gonna get off because, like I said, I haven't even watched this all the way through, to be honest.
Been making the burner accounts that they've been making. All those comments
are still there. Everything's still there. So I'm not the type of person to hide it because I don't got nothing to hide. I gain nothing from the situation. I haven't been paid. I don't get.
I'm clearly marketing on these ads. I clearly said in the interview I just did with this man. That's why I'm saying he painted me in a negative light. I clearly told them, go on the Nextdoor app, type in my name, and you will find that I'm advertising these free services for these Army veterans, for all of these people. Now, I cannot control how many people contact me whatsoever. That's what I just said in your interview. So you see how out of the 5-hour live stream that we did, he painted me in the most negative fashion that he possibly could. I did not trust this man with providing him with the documentation that he was requesting. So he got upset.
Yeah. Hold on. We just showed them that one, but then we're also going to show the post that you put, that you also clearly state that you are in fact a journeyman plumber, and you actually had somebody reaching out to you about your bathroom sink. So yep, free plumbing services. I was donated $15,000 to do humanitarian work, and I would like to shoot content providing free plumbing services and other good deeds. I'm going viral on everyday social media site. Please inbox me if you're interested. You must be okay.
See, the problem he doesn't get is you're not going viral on the internet for being respectful. You are going viral on the internet because you are a prick on the show. Right? And it's so funny. This episode, I was listening to this video, and one of the guys was saying, "You gotta be offensive to women. It's good because women like offensive men." And I was like, and I started thinking about how the gospel is. The gospel is offensive, and I said, no. The gospel isn't meant to be offensive. The truth is offensive, but he's not in trying to offend people. That's the difference, right? I'm not trying to be offensive, but the truth will be offensive to some people, but I'm not trying to be offensive. So when you go on a show and you are being offensive and then you get viral off it, my friend, a lot of negative energy is going to follow. Did you think that when you were being viral for disrespect to people that it was going to follow good energy? Never was. Right? So anybody that gets viral over negativity, don't expect it to suddenly turn around in your favor. It's not going to happen, right? That's why I quoted the Bible. Don't let your evil be spoken. Don't let your good be spoken of evil.
Any of his social medias. And what bothers me is that besides that picture, what else is the proof that he's a master plumber? Because he's using a Yahoo that does not link back to anybody's.
One, he never claimed to be a master plumber, and two, his Instagram had all the proof of him plumbing. And for you to do all this investigation on Facebook is partnered with Instagram. All you had to do was click. All right.
information. Sounds like he just created the Master Plumber 209 at Yahoo email to kind of corroborate this plumber story. But when you look
Now
at his
stop
social
here.
medias,
My personal email that I use, just because it says Master Plumber, you know, what does that have to do with anything? That is my personal email. So what, I call myself a Master Plumber. That's what I aspire to be. That's what I'm going to be, God willing. You know, if I'm able to get back into the field due to this madness. But so what? It says Master Plumber.
So she made the claim off of your email name, not the actual.
Yeah, so she's like, I'm basically making a facade like Master Plumber, and I never did plumbing. I make this fake email. I don't have my license. Never did any plumbing. I just work out. You know, just because I don't look like a plumber doesn't mean I'm not one. I'm a damn good one too.
I want to say this. I don't feel like these people did this investigation to be malicious. I feel like because, like he said, they had a situation with the brick lady, the lady who was claiming that a white.
all I see is him.
So there's no point in talking about this because we just debunked this.
You know how it feels to have to commit crime so you can eat something at night? Do you know? You don't know how that feels, man. You couldn't, like I said, y'all couldn't walk a millimeter, not a millimeter in my shoes. So don't tell me nothing about my life.
All right, let's jump back into it.
Show everyone. And
Family members are dressed as well. And I'm like, man, god damn, bro. Like, y'all gonna get somebody hurt. In the end of the day, I told y'all I ain't did stuff. Man, why aren't you putting my parents in? They reaching out to my sister and trying to, you know, they're just doing way too much, man. This thing got way out of hand. It all started, bottom line, all of this started from me going on a balloon dating show. Me telling a woman she was not qualified for me. She was not fit to my liking. How does this jump all the way to this guy's a criminal? This guy's this. This guy did all of this crime in his life. So what? Malcolm X did crime in his life. He turned his life around. He left a legacy behind, didn't he? So now I aspire to do the same thing that Malcolm X did. I'm wrong.
That's cancel culture. They'll bring up stuff that happened.
Did this brother just compare himself to Malcolm X? My Negro, listen, let me be honest with you. This ain't a Malcolm X situation. Yeah? This ain't a Malcolm X situation. You're not about to liberate the people. You're not in a holy war of justice to free black people. Let's be freaking honest, bro. Right? You keep talking about, and listen. I do not agree with anybody reaching out to his family, doxing him, bringing out, information about his family, his house, or whatever. I don't agree with that at all. I really don't. I don't agree with it at all. No one should be doing it. But this is what I'm saying again about you letting your good be spoken of as evil and forgetting that when you did what you did, you still don't realize you still don't realize that you impacted people on that show on that show. You still don't realize that your behavior on the show causes people to want to behave in a certain way. Now, I don't agree with the way they behaved. You don't see me doxing you. You don't see me going to your parents. You don't see me going to your house. I'm not about that kind of life. It's wrong for anybody to do that. What I'm telling you is you incite a certain behavior by the way that you behave. And so when you've incited this behavior, you've done this in a space where you have not allowed yourself, or should I say, you have allowed yourself to be disrespectful. And that's actually what took you to that level. That's actually what is actually, that's actually what's got you viral. You didn't go viral for loving a woman. You did not go viral for respecting women. You did not go viral for treating a woman correctly. You went viral for disrespecting women. You think you weren't going to get dogs? You thought there's going to be no repercussions? All because I told a woman I wasn't qualified. See, when you keep saying all because I didn't tell a woman she's qualified, you missed the point. It was condescending, it was rude, right? Right? But you clout chasing just like you felt like MTR's clout chasing.
20, 30 years ago.
And at the end of the day, I'm gonna stress, we not saying you innocent, but we also not saying you guilty. That's all we can say. We can't make no claim. But from what you've shown us, and to the lady, at the end of the day, for your mental health, even though we're saying this, don't do something you don't want to do. Because you'll come on this interview and it'll go the wrong way. And there's been enough damage to both of y'all's perspectives, because y'all got people that support him going at her, and then y'all got people that support her going at him, and then we got people on both sides coming at us, and then coming at MTR, and coming. Everybody just got to stop hate mobbing and just let's start getting to the information.
I saw it, man. You're not slick. You won't
The
get past
queen.
I'm still sitting here in front of you. I'm hitting you with receipts. Police was just at my house. I'm still free to this day.
bothers me is that Aaron has so many different talents. And being a scammer shouldn't be a talent. He could be helping the community with getting out of obesity. He could be helping the community with taking care of their mental and physical health. But instead, he wants to take money by using vets and single mothers and fathers. That's the guys. Just like Rhoda said, she has to pay for those medical bills that she never paid for because he didn't have them. This is why we are suffering as a Black community. And when people like us expose it, we're haters.
This is why we're suffering. No, we're suffering because of the crabs in a barrel syndrome. I'll see somebody rising, just get a little bit of, I ain't even cracked the surface of some fame. And y'all are already got 10,000 men yanking me by my ankles trying to pull me back down to the bottom.
And my thing is,
that's preposterous. For an educated woman, a woman of your stature, I would expect a more thorough investigation. I would expect you not to be providing false allegations to the people in regards to me. You could have contacted me, Queen.
$50. And this man was able to garner what? Almost 15,000? I'm not happy with that. And I'm going to make sure it is shut down and he is banned and that he never can do this again.
All right. And make sure you keep in touch with me regarding kind of the follow-up work to this. I'm very interested to see where this progresses. But again,
I know you can't, I know you plan on revealing what the GoFundMe
content, with y'all hating because I was able to generate with this money. I can create I have big ideas with the youth. I have ideas with plumbing. Like I just sent out an update to the people with the GoFundMe that I'm trying to get, some water heaters one water heater installed.
Anyway, listen, look, that's my conclusion of the situation. Look, I want to be very honest with you. Look, if you're somebody who's going through insecurity right now, maybe you're somebody who hasn't dealt very well with the opposite sex, you feel like, you know what, you don't understand them, they don't make sense to you. Listen, I think you need to reach out to me. Okay, all right. If you're going through where you can't take rejection, or you find yourself in a place where women or men walk over you, okay, you need to reach out to me because I'm here to help you. We don't want to see you abandon your needs and your wants simply because there was a situation with the opposite sex. I want to let you know, listen, also that we are orchestrators sometimes of our own consequences. You are not in a position simply just because the universe made it happen. Sometimes the decisions you took have brought you to a point where you are right now. This young man, Aaron, is in a position he's in right now simply because of the decisions he took. He doesn't even realize that. He won't take accountability for that. Now, he should never be doxxed. He should have never been exposed in that particular way. But let me just be honest with you. Let me be honest with you. There are behaviors that you should be looking at that are inexcusable. Tracking a woman or a man is an inexcusable behavior. Okay, right? Expecting that they're going to be pure Virgin Marys when you're not a pure virgin yourself. Me, friend, I need to get out of that space. Okay, all right? I need you to be in a space where you realize that, listen, you need to grow, you need to develop, you need to heal. Okay, I need you to be in a space where you understand that, listen, you're no longer gonna be at the bottom of the barrel emotionally and mentally. You're not gonna be that place. You're gonna rise up. And the reason why is because you're gonna do the work that helps you to be able to elevate. So reach out to me as well, because I'm gonna tell you this now. This is not a joke what he was doing, right? Stalking your own girl is just wild to me. Now, hopefully he's learned from that. He's not gonna do it again, but some of y'all need to sit on the bench and heal. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you guys. Much appreciation. See you again very, very soon. Much love.